What's up guys, welcome back to the Meister, and in today's video I wanted to share my thoughts on Rise of the Tomb Raider and basically share how the game still holds up in 2024. So let's not waste any time, let's get into the video. Now, something that really impressed me with this game, which a lot of games, that came out back in like the 2010s, 2019, that really impressed me are the graphics, because Rise of the Tomb Raider just looks really good, and I was just extremely surprised because man, this game looks absolutely amazing. Now, as much as the game looks just absolutely stunning, at some points you can tell that this was a 2015 game, when you're climbing or doing some parkour and you just look at the walls. You can really see the textures, they are from 2015. Same thing with the character models, with the bad guys and enemies. But yeah, as much as the game looks really good for a 2015 game and it kind of still holds up with 2024 graphics, moving on, the combat in the game. Now, there are many aspects of combat, there's the shooting, there's also the bow and arrow and takedowns, the stealth takedowns. So I'm going to be talking about those. Now, I definitely prefer, using a bow and arrow. That's just how I do it. I do use, my machine guns every now and then. But, the bow and arrow takedowns are pretty nice as well as the stealth takedowns. But I'm not going to lie, I wasn't really expecting much for combat because I feel like when I'm playing the game, there's combat involved. You can tell they weren't really that focused with the combat because the game, Tomb Raider, you're roaming tombs, exploring and all that. So it's not going to be heavily focused on the combat, more or less the traversal and parkour and, the puzzles, which I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, the combat isn't bad. It's just not really that good either. I would say it's, for me personally, in my own opinion, I would say the combat is pretty decent, The gun handling isn't bad, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Some of these NPCs are just eating bullets like it's nothing. But yeah, for the gun handling, I have to say, it's pretty okay, Not anything like super impressed with or anything. It's okay. Same thing with the bow and arrow. It's also okay. It does kind of feel stiff at some points. Same thing with the combat and stealth takedowns. They do feel a bit stiff at some points, but overall they're okay. They're decently okay. Nothing I'm really that impressed with the game. But yeah, like I said, they weren't really that, it's not heavily focused on the combat, mostly on traversal and parkour, which, speaking of which, I have to say, man, I really like this game's, traversal and parkour. You're able to just hang on to the rope, zip line. I love all those things with the game, even the parkour. And you guys know me, when the game has parkour, it's an A in my book. So yeah, I feel like this game really does something awesome with the parkour and really just mixes it up with the traversal and the fast-paced parts of the game. So I really do like that. Also, they also do mix it in with the puzzles as well. But yeah, mainly with the traversal and parkour, I really like it. I also really like that you can see like the bit of paint on the wall, so that it notifies you that you can climb that object and it's climbable. So I really like that as well. But yes, really, the parkour is really nice. It's nothing like Assassin's Creed type, but it's definitely awesome. It kind of feels, a bit stiff. It's not fluid. Again, this is a game from 2015, and compared to 2023 games and 2024 games parkour, I would say it's pretty good. It's not terrible. It's pretty good, actually. I really enjoy it. Also, like I said, the way that they mix it in with the puzzles and all that, it's just really awesome. And yeah, that's really it with the traversal. It's not bad, but I would say it's really good as well, the combat.
This is it. Trinity, they're here.
Now, something that I really like about this game and something that just makes it shine and all that, like the Uncharted games. Now, I've seen some gameplay of the Uncharted games, and those games are just action packed. I mean, like it's literally like you're watching a movie, and I feel like it's like that with this game. Like, dude, it is just insane the amount of like action sequences that are in the game and just how much action is in it, and like these quick things that you have to like do. It's not really hard, you just have to like time it when you jump and all that. But I have to say, man, I really love these action pacing. It's like you're watching a movie, and that's really the special thing that I really like about these types of games like Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider is just really action packed, and it is my first, it's my introduction to the Tomb Raider games. This is actually my first time playing a Tomb Raider game, which is Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I have heard this is like one of the better games, but hey, who knows? But yeah, man, this game is just action packed, and I'm gonna show you guys a part that I really enjoyed, with the action and just everything was just insane. So I'm just gonna show you guys that.
Oh no, no!
So yeah, man, this game is just really amazing. It has some special elements. It's not a perfect game, but it definitely gets the job right as an adventure game and all that. And another aspect that I really like about the game is its puzzles. Now, these puzzles aren't too hard. I completed most of them without having to like look up on Google or YouTube how to complete them, except for one, which you're seeing on the screen right now. Yeah, man, I just really love these puzzles in the game. They're just super fun to complete and satisfying. And I was actually introduced to like these sort of puzzle games with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That was actually my first introduction to the game. And yeah, after completing those puzzles in that game, I have to say, completing the ones on Tomb Raider was sort of like a breeze. Wasn't anything too difficult. It was easy, except for one. But yeah, these puzzles are just really satisfying to complete, and just figuring them out. I did have to look up on YouTube for a few of them, but otherwise, I really enjoyed them. So yeah, Tomb Raider in 2024 is still really good, man. This game holds up, especially with the visuals and the world design. I just have to say, this game looks amazing. It's action paced, I really like the traversal. The stealth combat, I haven't really used the stealth takedowns that much, but I definitely have to say the combat is okay, it's pretty decent. But yeah, honestly, this game in 2024, I would definitely recommend playing it. It is still really good. I do know the newest Tomb Raider is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so who knows, maybe that might release on Game Pass or something. I'll look it up. But yeah, so far right now, Rise of the Tomb Raider, definitely a good game. It's totally amazing. If you're a guy who's concerned about graphics, and yeah, I have to say, this game is definitely going to look good on a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. But yeah, man, Rise of the Tomb Raiders, action-packed, traversal is awesome, really like the parkour, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. We're at 74 subscribers, so we're almost at 100 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Honestly, I just really like this game. It's totally awesome. Hopefully, Shadow of the Tomb Raider releases on Game Pass as well, and I'll share my thoughts on that one. But yeah, this game definitely is still playable in 2024. So if you wanted to play this game, you can definitely try it out. But anyways, I'm Dio Meister, and I'll see you next time.